In this video, I'm going to teach you the secret to making money online. And number one is you just need to try harder. Well, not try harder, just try better. And what does try better mean? Try better means utilizing leverage correctly. So when you think about what you're doing at your day job, essentially what you're doing is you're taking your time and having a single output with minimal leverage. The only leverage that you have is over your coworkers and the fact that one task gets you to a certain level of output. When you utilize time and output as effectively as possible, like businesses do, and especially like content creators do, what you're doing is leveraging one task to an, in theory, infinite output. I come from the world of digital marketing, and this can actually even be seen in some marketing practices. Someone could make one ad and then spend an X amount of money on it, and that sort of increases the leverage. If you don't really have to do much tweaks on the advertising dollars and all that kind of stuff, you're essentially doing work once and then taking the leverage from that one task and expanding it over a long period of time. So you can either do a bunch of small tasks that have minimal leverage and minimal long-term output, or you can leverage your time much better by finding vehicles that you actually can utilize for the long term. For example, when this YouTube video comes out, it takes one piece of effort. Let's quantify it as like 5 units of effort. However, it is leveraged to a platform like YouTube that can be an infinitely large item. Because what I can do here is I can go, hey, make sure to check out my Skillshare courses, link down below, and it will also link to other things that I've done. It will link to other things that I've done, and all I needed to do was have one moment where I was doing this work, and in theory, if the algorithm pushes it out, it's a much higher leverage task than doing a report at, say, your day job. However, I will say there is no such thing in theory as passive income. I do not believe that that term is actually a thing. If you want to quantify online work as anything, it does not lead to passive income, it leads to delayed income. I started Rise Productive like 3 years ago when I started a website. I have a main YouTube channel and then this. And I am now seeing a bunch of income come from that kind of 3 years of work. It was not passive. I had to put a lot of upfront work into it, and even a video that is ranking in search on my main productivity app channel is not passive income. It's just delayed income. I did the thing, and then a couple years later, it will just have made a larger quantity of money, and it's not passive. It's like delayed. That's like saying, for example, you worked at your job for 40 hours or 80 hours and you got a 2-week paycheck, but instead they spread it along over years. That's not passive income. That's just delayed income, which is the exact same thing as what making money online in a lot of circumstances in. For example, there's a Bulls player who got traded to the Lakers in the mid 2010s. His name was Luol Deng, or he signed there, I believe, actually. And what happened was he ended up getting cut. But what they do in the NBA when they cut really bad contracts is they actually spread out the length of that contract so that it doesn't have a cap hit as high. I think even though he was making like 20 million a year, the cap hit was only like 3 million or 5 million a year, but they spread it out over like 5 to 10 years, something along those lines. And that's literally what making a YouTube video would be. It's not passive income, but it does require work, and in theory, it has better leverage than other tasks. When I have a Skillshare course come out, I have had one that was made in, I believe, April of last year. It was a Todoist course, and I have made consistent money off that. However, how did I even get that to be the case? What I would recommend you do in any sort of thing is that you quantify the different ways that you can make money online after you've leveraged an audience. So first and foremost, what I would recommend you do is make a YouTube channel or a Twitter or any sort of content catered around a topic that you are enthusiastic about, and then you can make consistent content on. By doing this, what you're going to be able to do is pump out consistent effort that leads to a higher leverage vehicle having a flywheel that goes for you, and eventually down the line you can then make money in a couple ways. One, through advertising on the platforms that you're on. So you can make AdSense through YouTube, you can make a little bit of money off of TikTok, not really much, but other platforms have essentially the ability to help you earn based off of you showing up often, since there's ads usually on the platforms that run before or after the videos, or both, or even during in YouTube's case. And then once you've kind of gotten to the point where you're going to be monetized, what often happens is you're also able to get sponsorship deals. I get a lot of these on my main channel, and what I'm able to do is put out content that showcases specific products, so they spend advertising dollars on creators, since a lot of times they get a better ROI than if they were to put it into other forms of online or brick to mortar advertising. And at the beginning of this whole process, you can put things like affiliate links in your descriptions. For example, you could try to buy this Shure MV7 from an Amazon link that I would put in the description down below. Or since I'm a big productivity app guy on my main channel, the whole time I was putting affiliate links in my YouTube videos about things like Todoist and other applications that I use often and review often, so that every time I'd make a video, you'd increase the leverage by just putting a link in there, similar to how I have an affiliate link for Skillshare and a bunch of links to, what leads me into the next idea, is digital products. Digital products are a great way to make you more money. I started making Notion templates in the fall of 2021, and about a year later, the revenue went from like a little bit of money, like 20, 30 bucks a month, to like $1,000 a month, which is something that only took a year to grow 10, 15x. And I'm not saying it's going to do it again, but I do know in theory, if I continue to grow my audience, those templates that I made one time have infinite leverage and infinite scalability, because anytime someone references it, it can make more money. If somebody puts it, and if you want to become an affiliate of my Notion templates, you can, and I will let you do that. And essentially what we can be working with is a circumstance where other people can point out your products, other people can point out who you are, and then you have a bunch of different little things like affiliate links and products and even videos that make you money over time, even though you only did the task once. It's an extreme long delayed gratification game. I'm starting a second channel and trying to see if I can get 2 channels monetized. I know it's gonna happen eventually because I kind of have quality content, and I just got to figure out what this sort of second channel is. But the hard thing is prioritizing your time on things that are the highest leverage and making content that is impactful so that you can grow an audience and have these products and affiliate links, get clicks and get dollars. It's a lot of work. It's kind of worth it though. It's actually really worth it. It's really fun. And it would also be really fun if you check out this video right here.